friends, and welcome to today's video. I am just so excited for this because, as you can see by the title, it is going to be a fall theme video, and since I'm in California, I feel like I have to do a couple extra things to make it feel more like fall for me. That and the fact that I think it's going to be 90 degrees next week. So we're going to get in the fall mood with some baking. We're going to do a fall set of nails. We're going to get cozy, maybe watch some Gilmore Girls. We're going to do all the fall stuff to get in the mood early because this is one of the best seasons. We got to make it last. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. Get cozied up, get a fun drink, a snack, even a craft maybe, and let's get straight into this fall theme video. Please ignore the washer going on in the background. I know it's probably pretty loud, but we are starting off in the kitchen because what better way to get in the fall mood than with some fall baking? I have been craving a sweet treat. Nothing has been satisfying my raging sweet tooth this week, and I think that's because I need something freshly baked. And I know exactly what I'm gonna be making. Let me show you my Pinterest board. We are gonna be making these pumpkin snickerdoodle blondies. I used to be a 110% brownie person over blondies, but my one exception to that is fall blondies, whether it's like apple, maple, cinnamon blondies, or today we're doing pumpkin snickerdoodle actually, then I will make an exception. But a plain blondie never compares to a brownie. I feel a little out of my element baking at 3 p.m. I feel like I'm a raging stress baker, which usually happens at night. Like it's a calming thing. It's a I need a sweet treat right now kind of thing. I think it started in like, I was gonna say college, but high school even. Whenever I was like stressed with school and stuff, it would be the first resort. So baking at 3 p.m. feels a little silly to me, but I'm really excited for this recipe. So let's get to it. I forgot I had this one. I have to move it now. That is much better. Okay guys, I'm kind of disappointed in this. This is the texture. It's definitely more of a cake, but I rechecked the recipe and I followed it. So maybe I just like mixed it too much. I don't know. It's more of a bread. So I'll probably be eating it kind of as breakfast rather than dessert unless I eat it with ice cream. It's not bad. It's just not a blondie. Welcome to my room. You're currently sitting on my desk. I feel like I never really film from here. I used to sit here and do my makeup, so sometimes I would film that, but now I just stand in front of my window and I use the windowsill. We have to talk fall crafts, obviously, because this is a video by me. Today, I made my first fall craft and I actually think it turned out really cute. It's very granny core, which is very me. But I made these little scrap fall like pumpkins, but they're kind of, you'll see, they're very granny. This one has a little bow. So the story goes with these. I was looking up different fall crafts to try out, and one I saw was turning old socks into little pumpkins, but I didn't have any socks that I don't use or didn't want anymore, and I didn't want to buy socks just to cut up. So I ended up using scrap fabric. I filmed a little video for short form that will already be up by the time this video is up, but it was really easy. I just used a tiny bit of scrap fabric. I used some stuffing. I used a thick thread to kind of make the pumpkin-y shape, and then I use different types of ribbon. This one's kind of funny, it's so long, but I think they look really cute together. I use different types of ribbon to make the stems, and this one I also used a different ribbon to make a bow on it. I think they're really adorable. These could honestly be pin cushions too, so I might end up using it as that, but for right now they are sitting in this bowl that is perfect for this because it was empty before, and they're on my shelf, and I think they're so adorable, especially because you can like pick whatever scrap fabrics you want. But honestly, I like this more than the sock ones because I had really cute floral fabrics that were screaming to be used. I also wanted to chat with you guys about my other fall crafting plans. I made a little video where I was sharing my like fall Pinterest board, but I also don't know, especially because I have a lot of things like on my list to craft at all times. I really do. I don't know how long it'll take me to make everything, so I'm not sure how much of it I'll actually be able to get done. This was at the top of my list though, so I'm so happy I made these and it's got me in the fall spirit. The other big project is I'm working on a chunky knit sweater. I actually started it in my last YouTube video, but it's by the brand We're Knitters, which is a company where they ship you a knitting kit. So it comes with the pattern, it comes with the yarn, it comes with the needles, like everything you'll need, and they kindly gifted it to me, so I'm super excited about that. I haven't gotten very much done with it so far, but it is the perfect chunky sweater. I had this photo saved and I just love this super chunky cardigan. Like, first off, it just looks so cozy. It looks like you're wearing a cloud, but it also looks so fall to me. I want one of my own and I want to make it myself. So I'm making one. It's like a dark gray, which I actually don't own a lot of gray stuff, so I think it'll be awesome. That's the other fall item that I already started. And then the third thing on my fall crafting list right now are these. They're kind of like leaf catch-alls, but I would probably use it to hold like jewelry or something. I'm not super sure, but you can just use clay and you could get a fake leaf or a real leaf and like press it into the clay so that it gets kind of like the stencil of, you know, like a leaf outline, and cut it out, and then you just like kind of cup it in a bowl. And then whether you're doing like polymer clay or air dry clay, I guess you could have it drying upside down on the bowl, or you could bake it around the bowl so it holds the shape. And I would want to try like sponge painting it or something so it looks just so autumn, like the pretty reds and oranges and browns. I think it also looks super cute if you have like a couple of them, you know. And then maybe even covering it in resin. I'm honestly still afraid to use resin because it's like toxic or whatever, and you need like good ventilation, but resin just makes stuff look so much better. But that is what is currently on my fall crafting list. I'm hoping that by the time I upload this video, I will be further through this list. I know it's only 3 things, but obviously knitting a whole cardigan is gonna take a while. So hopefully I'll be further through the cardigan or through the entire list. I woke up today and I am craving a fun fall drink, and lucky for me, we have the perfect amount of pumpkin puree left over to make some yummy pumpkin syrup. I am gonna improv this a little bit because I was looking up some recipes and I used up all my brown sugar yesterday. So I'm gonna use white sugar, which should still be okay for syrup, but I feel like brown sugar would make it taste a lot more fall-y. So here's the plan. You guys know that for better or for worse, I'm a bit of an improv girl. So here are all the ingredients. I have cinnamon, vanilla, plain white sugar, and then pumpkin puree. And I'm basically gonna do, I think I'm gonna do equal parts sugar, pumpkin, and water. And then a splash of vanilla, some shakes of cinnamon. I also have pumpkin spice, but I'm not a huge pumpkin spice kind of girl. Like, I don't want it to be obnoxious and strong. I just want a little subtle pumpkin, because if I'm gonna be drinking this for the next week or whatever, I think I'll get sick of spice. So let's see what we can do. I hope this makes my whole apartment smell yummy. Guys, the consistency is looking scrumptious. It's really hot right now, so I'm gonna let it cool a little bit before I move it into my syrup bottle, but I wanna give it a little taste. That's yummy. Oh, I'm excited for my coffee. I'm really excited for my coffee. I think I'm gonna make a coffee right now so that I can try this immediately. And then once it's cooled and stuff, then I'll do the bottle packaging. That'll come later. I am so excited to give this a taste test. I'm telling you, my kitchen smells so good right now. Oh, that's yummy. This is like the smallest hint of pumpkin. I might actually add more pumpkin puree, but I'm just glad it's not too much. It still gives the fall vibe. I think I can drink this every day for the next 2 months, honestly. That is scrumptious. As some of you guys know, I've been getting more into doing my own nails at home, and I've been doing Gel X nails. I've done only 2 sets so far. I just removed my second set and I'm really excited because I'm gonna do a fun autumn set today. So I wanna show you my inspiration. Of course, a lot of scrolling on Pinterest, and I'm looking for something that screams fall. I feel like this will be a part of the fall inspo, you know, because even if my outfit every day can't rep fall, when it's so hot here, my nails definitely can. So the first thing I knew I wanted was like a dark burgundy red. I've been so into that. And you guys know I love fruit. So this is my main inspiration photo. I think these are so cute. They are little apples. I'm only gonna try to do 1 apple, probably on my middle finger. Y'all, I'm really bad at doing stuff with my non-dominant hand, but I'm actually hoping that doing nails will help me become closer to ambidextrous. So that is the first detail. And the other thing that I'm kind of combining, this is a lot. I could never do this, but I want to do some type of like gingham or plaid. And I do have like a jelly gel nail polish where it's a little sheerer. So I think I could do something more like a gingham, probably just on 1 nail. I'm not good enough to do all detailed nails at this point. I did polka dots last time and it took me like over 2 hours. So this is probably gonna take me even longer, but I am hopeful. I feel like I've been slowly improving. So I'm excited to see how this set goes. I feel so bare and naked with my short nails at this point, which is funny because I've only started doing gel nails like not that long ago. But let's see what we can do. Been almost 2 hours. I have my nails on now and it is time to paint them, which I estimate to take another maybe hour or so because of the designs I want to do. I can see myself slowly improving, but this is definitely taking quite a while. Admitting this is kind of really embarrassing, but as you can see by the damage back here, I have been working up a storm on my nails. Ta-da! I am obsessed. I'm so happy with them. They turned out pretty much exactly how I wanted them to, so I'm very happy, but I do hate to admit, I spent like literally 4 hours. I've been sat here since like 2:30. It's 6:30 now. I did take little breaks and I ate in between, but like what the heck? Like maybe at this point, it would probably be more worth it to like go to the salon to get it done, but I actually like doing it. I think it's kind of relaxing, even though I'm like kind of freaking out a lot of the time. But I'm very proud of these. I can't believe this is my 3rd set I've done. I feel like that's not too bad. Usually I do more of a pointed nail. I don't know the name, but usually I make the tips a little more pointed. These are the most oval I've done, but I feel like it looks better with the little apple decal. So I'm really happy with these. I need to clean up now and do like other stuff because literally all I've done today is do these nails. But I'm happy with them, so that's a win. I will say too, I'm pretty impressed that I was able to do this hand with my non-dominant hand. It probably took like twice as long and I had to redo a lot of stuff, but that's the thing with gel, you can just like wipe it off and like try it again. It doesn't mess everything up, which I appreciate. It's way more forgiving, and I was kind of impressed with doing the little lines on this hand. I feel like the trick is holding this hand straight and like moving my finger. But I'm pretty proud. I'm gonna be staring at these so much. I already know. I seriously cannot get over my nails, guys. I keep looking at them. It is Sunday evening, and I feel like Sundays are when I try to get a lot of my productivity and prep for the weekend. But my evenings are also when I really like to decompress and relax, and I know exactly what I want to do tonight, and I've been looking forward to it. Clearly, I just washed up for the night, so I'm feeling clean and ready to get cozy. And the game plan is I'm going to make myself a yummy drink. I am going to throw on some Gilmore Girls, because I don't know, even though obviously it goes over different seasons, in my head Gilmore Girls is like the ultimate cozy fall show, and I'll only rewatch / watch random comfort episodes of 2 shows, and that is Gilmore Girls and New Girl. Tonight is a Gilmore Girls kind of night, so I'm so excited to put it on. And I'm gonna be working on my cozy knit sweater. I worked on it a little bit last night, but I'm just doing stock knit, so I can do it whenever, and I want to do it while I watch tonight. It's kind of comical though, I'll warn you. The needles are so big. Have you ever used size 15 needles? Not I. Let's go make a yummy drink and get cozy. Mid Gilmore Girls episode. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone, but when I choose like a random episode to watch, I feel like it can never be in the first or last season. It always has to be in the middle of a season and in the middle of all the seasons. So I'm currently watching season 2, episode 4, because I just looked up fall episodes in Gilmore Girls, and people make entire like PDFs breaking it down, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm watching the episode where they're on a little road trip and they're going to tour Harvard for the first time. But I wanted to show you guys my current knitting project. This is what it's looking like. Guys, look how big these needles are. Tell me I did not look so goofy knitting with them. It's actually very difficult for me to knit with them because like, I don't know if you're not supposed to knit continentally with these. It's definitely harder, but I feel like it's still quicker than doing it the, you don't know what I'm doing, English style? I don't know what it's called. It is so thick and soft. Guys, this is gonna be the chunkiest thing I own. As always, I hope that I wear it. But just look at that. Oh my gosh, I would want this like in a blanket. This is from the brand We Are Knitters. It was kindly gifted to me, and it's like a set or a kit where they send you everything you need. This is called the oil cardigan, I believe. Let's get back to knitting. I just finished my first spool of yarn, and this is how much it made. I've been counting my stitches and it's supposed to be 46 total, and we are almost at 40. So my entire back panel is almost finished. I think I've also kind of gotten the hang of knitting with these things. I just need a big like range of arm space. Otherwise I'd be like whacking people with these. Hello guys, I'm very happy about my update that I have for you. As you can see here, I have many pieces finished of my project. It's looking kind of silly right now because they're so curly, but I think once we attach everything, it will definitely start to build its shape. But I can already tell how thick and heavy this is. Just look at this, guys. It's so chunky and soft. It's gonna be the perfect fall cover up. But basically I have the back panel right here. I still have plenty of ends to weave in, as you can see. And then I have the two front panels. However, I think one of them might be a little bit too long. Okay, actually, maybe I just knit one of them tighter than the other, but they look kind of fun. They look like huge noodles right now because they're so curled. But these are gonna be the front side panels of the cardigan. So I think I explained this, but the whole thing is just rectangles, and then we're gonna sew them all together at the end. So this is actually much wider. I'm not really sure. I don't think this requires blocking, but it's also gonna have a nice ribbing kind of framing the front. So that will help it to stop curling. This has honestly built really quick just because the needles are so thick and the yarn is so thick. The only thing is my hands get really tired from knitting with such bulky needles, but it actually hasn't been too bad at all. But that's my knitting update, and I just wanted to end off this fun video here. And thank you guys so much for spending some cozy days with me as we get ready for the fall season. I love this time of year, and I feel like crafting just goes perfectly with it. And I am so excited to have my finished first fall piece to wear. I'm so excited. I think that's really getting me in the spirit. So other than that, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.